Look, the Democrats still control the Senate, and President Biden is currently outmaneuvering Donald Trump by having the Senate Judiciary Committee confirm federal judges who President Biden appointed, ensuring that we have pro-democracy federal judges in the federal courts and the appellate courts throughout the country. So as Donald Trump was spending his day with Elon Musk and Republican senators watching the SpaceX takeoff so they could do propaganda events, that's when Biden activated Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer and Democratic Senator Dick Durbin, and they started appointing judge after judge. Donald Trump then got wind of what was going on. There's been a total, by the way, from the beginning of the Biden administration to now of about 216, 218 or so federal judges who have now been confirmed. About a fourth of, I think, all appeals courts have Biden appointed judges on it, which is critical. Donald Trump started freaking out. Here's what Trump posted. He goes, "The Democrats are trying to stack the courts with radical left judges on their way out the door. Republican senators need to show up and hold the line. No more judges confirmed before Inauguration Day." Well, sorry, Donald, that's just not the way it works. Also, the Republican senators have been spending time with you doing propaganda events. Like 3 Republican senators were hanging out with Trump and Musk in Texas yesterday instead of trying to block Biden, Schumer, Durbin getting these judges confirmed. Ron DeSantis wrote the following: "This leftist judge would have been voted down, and the seat on the important 11th Circuit would have been filled by Donald Trump next year had Republicans showed up to the Senate and not been, I guess, at the Trump propaganda events. Now, the leftist judge will have a lifetime appointment, and the people of Florida, Alabama, and Georgia will suffer the consequences of this." Now, you have someone by the name of Grace Chung, who is one of Steve Bannon's lieutenants, said the following. She attacked J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio and said, "You guys better show up and do your freaking job, J.D. Vance, Marco Rubio, and the rest of you Senate Republicans that didn't bother to even show up." To which J.D. Vance, Vice President-elect, pains me to say that, but that's the reality, then responds to Steve Bannon's War Room CFO, Grace Chung, and he says to her, "You are a mouth-breathing imbecile," is what J.D. Vance says to Grace Chung. He says, "Grace Chung, you're a mouth-breathing imbecile who attacks those of us in the fight rather than making yourself useful. If I had shown up to the vote in question, the nominee would have succeeded 49-46 rather than 49-45. If every Republican had showed up, Fetterman would have come in and the Democrats still would have gotten their nominee across. When this 11th Circuit vote happened, I was meeting with President Trump to interview multiple positions for our government, including for FBI," he goes. Then you have Mike Lee, who calls himself Based Mike Lee. So bizarre, senator. He goes, "Trump is right. Senate Republicans need to do everything we can to stop the confirmation of horrible Biden-appointed judges." Now, Republicans in the comments were freaking out. Comments like this: "You Republican F-words in the Senate, you keep letting Kamala and Biden get radical leftist judges appointed. You can kiss your jobs goodbye. Stop the BS," but he curses. And then you have Cernovich, another right-wing influencer, goes, "Senate Republicans are letting far left-wing judges be confirmed by Schumer, even though they could stop it. Mike Johnson is doing what he does best, refusing to take a firm stance on significant issues. Welcome to the party." I mean, by the way, Mike Johnson's in the House. They don't have a function of confirming judges, but, you know, that's just a little bit of civics right there. So one of the things that Chuck Schumer's doing, though, he's going all night. He's going all night, and then he is making sure that these judges go get confirmed. The Republicans who are showing up in the Senate, they're trying to use whatever delay tactics they are, forcing procedural votes that go all into the night. But Chuck Schumer's like, "I'm here. I'm going to get all these people confirmed." Here is what Chuck Schumer said about the momentum of confirming these judges. This is what he said last night. Play this clip.
"Everyone should be prepared for another late night on Wednesday to vote on nominations and get as many judges done as possible."
And here Senator Chuck Schumer talks about Democrats moving these judicial appointees forward and confirming them and making sure that they get confirmed. Here, play this clip.
Now, this week, it's no secret the Senate is moving forward on confirming more of President Biden's judicial nominees. Yesterday, we confirmed Judge Embry Kidd to serve as a lifetime appointment as a circuit judge to the 11th Circuit. Last night, I filed cloture on another 9 nominees to serve as district judges across the country.
Let's face it, after a night with drinks, I don't bounce back the next day like I used to. Hey, I gotta be honest with myself, right? It feels like I have to choose between having a great night or a great next day. That is until I found pre-alcohol. ZBiotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic Drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make ZBiotics your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. Every time I have pre-alcohol before drinks, I notice a difference the next day. For example, after a fun night out with friends at like a local bar or wherever we go, I could still get up the next morning and hit the gym. And I'll admit, I was skeptical at first, but I tried it at a dinner party with some friends. And the next morning, I felt great, ready to tackle the day, ready to do more videos here at the MeidasTouch Network. I kept hearing about pre-alcohol and wondered what it was actually like. Now that I've tried it, I get the hype. Plus, with their GMO technology, ZBiotics is continuing to create probiotics that tackle the challenges of modern living. Go to zbiotics.com/Meidas to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use code Meidas at checkout. ZBiotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee, so if you are unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/Meidas and use that code Meidas. It's MEIDAS at checkout for 15% off.
Chuck Schumer posted the following: I'm proud of the judges we've confirmed. We have more judges from consumer protection, civil rights, voting rights backgrounds. We've confirmed more women and people of color. All are highly qualified, and their broad experience and expertise is an additional asset to the bench. From 5 days ago, that number was 215, and it is going up, up, up. By the way, here is a shot of Chuck Schumer going, basically into the early hours of the morning. You see Chuck Schumer, how tired he is, filing a cloture motion on several judicial nominations. Republicans are forcing him to basically go until the early hours of the morning, but he is not stopping. And if they want to, Senate Democrats could be staying in session on Fridays and weekends to try to confirm all of these judges one by one. And, Democrats are not stopping right now. I guess Donald Trump didn't plan for this. Senator Patty Murray, great state of Washington, says, regardless of what President-elect Trump wants, Senate Democrats hold a majority until next Congress. It is part of our job to confirm qualified judges, and we will confirm many more Biden-Harris judges before Inauguration Day. She also says, I was on the Senate floor until almost midnight last night, voting to confirm Biden's judicial nominees. We'll keep doing this until the clock runs out to confirm as many qualified judges as we can and deliver for the people who elected us to stand up for their values. And as the number of confirmed judges continued to skyrocket, you had the Senate Judiciary Committee, led by Senator Dick Durbin, continued to post that count right there. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, writes, the following Republican senators missed the vote today as another Biden judge was confirmed: Vance, Rubio, Cruz, Kramer, Haggerty, and Braun. 3 of them were with Trump and Musk watching the SpaceX launch. Back in September 2024, Senator Chuck Schumer explained, and now 1/4 of all of the circuit court judges, that's the Court of Appeals, in the U.S. have been confirmed by this Senate under the Biden administration. That is a big number, folks. Now, you can see that MAGA is just totally losing it right here. Here is on the Steve Bannon show, Mike Davis, who's one of the people who's, really at the top of the MAGA kind of legal hierarchy. Many people thought he would be Attorney General. He calls himself the Viceroy of MAGA. Here he is on Bannon, just kind of losing it over all of these judicial appointees by President Biden being confirmed by the Senate. Here, play this clip.
President Trump appointed like 234 Article 3 judges in his first term. And I think Biden is up to 216 Article 3 judges. And if Elizabeth Warren and these left-wing radicals get their way, Biden is going to surpass President Trump's first term. And this is going to make an impact on these crucial courts. And
huge impact.
How do you stop this? How do you stop this? It means Senate Republicans need to show up to work and grind the Senate to a halt, like Senate Democrats did to us. I had to fight this for the first 2 years of the Trump presidency. The first time I had to fight constant obstruction. I had to break every piece in the china when I led Justice Gorsuch's outside confirmation effort as his former law clerk, and that I was the chief counsel for nominations on the Senate Judiciary Committee, where I helped President Trump confirm a record number of judges. And the game in the Senate is to show up to work. That's your job as a senator is to show up and vote. That's all you're required to do. So these Senate Republicans, if they would just show up and vote, we can stop these radical judges. They have kept the most radical judges until the very end here because they couldn't get them confirmed during the normal time. So they're using this lame duck session after the American people voted to put President Trump and Senate Republicans in there to pick judges. Republicans need to get their asses to work and vote.
And I think it's worth noting as well as we conclude this video, as Donald Trump and MAGAs freak out, Biden outmaneuvers them, Biden's still going through the process, right? Like, these judges are going through a confirmation process. They went through the process envisioned by the Constitution. This is not like Biden's doing some sort of like end run around the Constitution. The Democrats control the Senate, and they are ensuring that these judges get confirmed. And I think these judges will be on the front line of protecting democracy in the years to come. So I think it is critical that we all give President Biden a major thanks for outmaneuvering here while Trump's at the UFC fights, SpaceX things, eating Big Macs, whatever he's doing. This is what President Biden is doing. Always had his head down, always working hard. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 4 million. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.